The Lone Star State, an energy powerhouse, leading the nation in oil, gas, wind, and soon solar. How then are we home to one of the most fragile, unpredictable power grids in the nation? How will we survive this summer? And how do we prevent what happened 2 years ago?
Well, our historic winter weather outbreak continues here in Central Texas
From happening again. For 2 weeks, reporting from across the state what's new now and what's next in the Power of Texas.
The Texas power grid continues to stand up to the brutal heat despite growing demand for electricity across the state of Texas. Yesterday, our demand for electricity flirted with the record level once again as temperatures soared back into triple digits. So far this summer, we've broken the power demand record 5 times, and we could set another record today. Here's a look at the ERCOT supply and demand dashboard for today. Forecast showing plenty of power in reserve. The margins tighten up later in the day when temperatures exceed that century mark statewide. Once again, officials expect demand to top out near 83,000 megawatts. So the rapid growth in electric demand for power has suppliers looking for ways to keep up, and some local utilities are working on solutions directly with state grid managers. But will the new partnership work? Reporter Amber Hughes has that story.
There are a lot of moving pieces when it comes to energizing the Texas power grid. Local energy companies are doing their part to keep up with demand. David Key has worked at San Antonio's energy provider, City Public Service, for 15 years, working closely with the Electric Reliability Council of Texas.
My team basically advocates on behalf of our customers and our company.
ERCOT manages the energy supply for 26 million Texans.
Our company provides power to our customers. We generate power for our customers. We transmit it across our own little grid here and into the state grid because it's all interconnected.
Across the state, ERCOT oversees 680 power plants and more than 46,000 transmission lines operated by different utility companies. Then AEP, Oncor, and others transmit it to local energy providers. Some providers like CPS own their power plants. Because the cost of energy is based on supply and demand, Key says customers benefit when a provider is also producing.
You don't ever want to be at the mercy of the market that can just have super high prices and you have no control over that. A healthy market is going to have a lot of generators available.
There is constant communication between ERCOT and utility companies.
As ERCOT runs the market, they forecast how much people will need, basically Intel power plants, how much power to produce.
Dr. Taylor Collins is an energy economics researcher at the University of Incarnate Word.
I think there are legitimate issues with the ERCOT system.
He says ERCOT's electricity market keeps energy costs lower 90% of the year, but extreme temperatures and demand puts the grid's reliability to the test, which can cause energy costs to spike.
We are not well prepared for that emergency situation. It's a good system when things are working the way they should, but it's not a flexible system to protect against those edge cases.
Through recent Texas heat waves, the system has performed how it should, but the demand for energy in this state is growing. In the last 2 years, more than 500,000 people have relocated to Texas. As a leader at an energy provider, they can't afford to slow down.
If we can't grow to meet the demand and then everybody else has the same issues across the state, then we could have a problem.
And Spectrum News is committed to taking a closer look at the Texas energy grid, a 2-week look at grid operations and the future of the power of Texas. Now, tomorrow, our series concludes. Mother Nature, friend or foe? Is she the problem or is she the solution? Look at what's next and how the state plans to keep the power grid growing. And you can see more of our Power Grid series on either the Spectrum News app or by watching on our connected TV app.
Thanks for watching our YouTube channel. For more refreshing stories about your community, click the subscribe button over here. You can also download our Spectrum News app and tune in to Channel 55 on Dish and DirecTV to get live news coverage, weather updates every 10 minutes, and more. We'll see you then.